Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a historical rules event for you. Last day for the rotation on the Antietam map pack. So next week I assume we'll be going with one of the other map packs, either be South Mountain, Harper's Ferry, or Drill Camp. We'll see then though, but for the last two maps of the Antietam rotation, first round is going to be Westwoods, then they're going to switch sides for the second round, which will be the Piper Farm. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Regiments for today, on the CSA side, you have the Kentucky Outlaws, 13th Georgia, Alabama Volunteer Corps, 6th New York, Lee's French Legion, Army of Northern Virginia, 6th Alabama, 88th New York, 9th Corps, 2nd United States Cavalry, Irish Volunteer Brigade, Shenandoah Regulars, and the 6th Arkansas. Whereas on the Union side, you have the Hamptons Legion, 51st New York, 11th Mississippi, Colquitt's Brigade, 30th North Carolina, 20th Georgia, 6th Louisiana, the French, 17th Michigan, 6th Louisiana, the Italians, the Quantrill's Raiders, Jenkins Brigade, 14th Louisiana, and the 1st United States Sharpshooters. So, 14th LA's logo incorrect there. Apologies for that. But server pop right now with all these regiments is 299. Union right now up by 15. 15 is about at that mark where it's too much to overcome. But, of course, we'll see how the match kind of plays out. Artillery, there is no artillery, so infantry balance is going to be 15 as it is. Frontline reporters for today. Representing the Union side, you have Doug here from the Colquitt's Brigade, and on the CSA side, you have Cloud from the Army of Northern Virginia. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. So, Westwoods, it is a 15% advantage to the attacking Union side. This event, they don't allow anyone to move out until the 42-minute mark, and there's no sprinting allowed until the 30-minute mark, and no bayonets until somebody hits engaged, which is going to make the woods fighting a little chaotic, a little long, especially because when no one has bayonets, you know, it takes 3 grugs to kill someone compared to what you normally have with a bayonet where it's 2 stabs. So, weapons on this map, though, Union, they have the 7th Michigan with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Springfield 55. They also have the 72nd Pennsylvania with the same options. Actually, sorry, different options. They have the Enfield and the Springfield 61. So, I saw the M18 and I thought it was the same, but you know, that can happen sometimes. CSA Defense, on the contrary, they have the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters with the option of the Springfield 55 Enfield. They also have the Whitworths. NCOs have the scopes with that as well, which is pretty nice. And they also have the 3rd South Carolina with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61. So Union making a pretty aggressive approach around the CSA right. You saw a nice little flanking fire on the A and V, that being Midwest and the 11th Mississippi. So nice flanks from them, but I mean, it's Westwoods. There's not too much strategy that goes into this map, really. You're just grouping up as the Union, trying to find where the CSA is and defeat them in detail where you can. CSA just has to stick together. They're kind of spreading out across the width of the map because you don't know where the attackers are going to go. You kind of don't want them to try to get around you and flank, which Union kind of went right on the edge of out of bounds to get around the CSA side. Good on them. And this CSA right side is starting to be overrun. We saw A and V get wiped, 2nd U.S. Cav and 6th Alabama, also part of A and V, but separate on the corn sheet, which is why I differentiate them. They're starting to shift away towards the CSA spawn. Union, 11 Mississippi Midwest, who we just saw a moment ago, is actually going to go right in that 2nd U.S. Cav.
Ban to death. Bat them to death. Get out of here. Shoo, Johnny Rep. Shoo, Johnny Rep.
So a couple kills will sure be appreciated here. 6 Alabama's going to try to hold seeing Union right there.
Oh, look, a guy breaking the rules.
We get his name?
No way, I just killed 4 of them with my bat. No way.
So they're having fun with the bonkening. So who's going to be the last 6 Al? Gunbeard. Oh, there he goes. So Union, good start. One CSA's guys somehow slipped through. There's that. Something to note, the 1st United States Sharpshooters who are on the Union side, they bounced over to CSA when they died. So we'll see numbers in at least a few minutes because it might take a few minutes for them to die and then change sides. But something else to note, right? Even in the woods, you generally think a woods fight you know, you want to spread yourself out. You know, use the cover of the woods. Don't stand next to each other. But if you have more than 15 men in your unit, you have to be in double ranks, as we are in the historical rules event. So, I mean, A and V is falling back with 2nd U.S. Cav. 6th New York shifting over. They're getting really close here to this Union line.
Wipe them out, wipe them out.
The Union at least shifting. 20th Georgia on the right side of your screen. 30th North Carolina and Colquitt's kind of shifting around to our left.
Wheel march.
And I mean, it's,
left wheel, you're facing the east-southeast.
you know, CSA down on tickets, woods maps or corn maps generally favor the attackers, because the attackers choose where the fighting happens. They're kind of moving around. Defenders are just kind of sitting, waiting to see where the attackers are going to hit from. It's an innate advantage the attackers have, but it's, you know, I'm surprised 6th New York would just push up on their own. Again, though, you don't know where people are in the woods. You're kind of guessing. And so you walk around to a place thinking there's no one there, and then all of a sudden someone's there. But in terms of rest of CSA, 80th New York, the other half of the New York Volunteers, pushing up a little bit as well. You got IVB on the left with Union making a heck of a flank. Ollie Kite might pick it up, though, from the 11th Mississippi. One of the more aggressive groups in this event. And Union is early capping, which, not a bad thing, not a good thing at this point. Still up for debate, and we'll see how it goes. On top of this, you got 6th Arkansas, TKO in the center of the CSA line. LFL is in with 6th New York, who's formed up behind them. So, Union have early capped the point. They captured it before the defenders have hit breaking. And so, as a result, black timer stops, gold timer begins. If the Union holds it for 20 minutes, the point, or when that gold timer hits 0, they'll win the game.
I have to fight 2 lines.
And I mean, it could very well be possible. These events, they don't have, you know, an officer Steam chat, so the units here can't communicate with each other live, which, you know, I think it adds its own bit of flavor to the game. Really makes you focus on your awareness, especially on a map like a woods map. Gunfire is going to be huge to figuring out where things are happening. You might not know who's shooting, but you know there is shooting. And honestly, kind of gets scary if... It kind of gets scary if there is no gunfire, especially in a woods. That means there's a lot of movement going on. So, 11th Mississippi in that shootout. Looks like 6th New York's going to try to respond to this. You can see Shiloh's moved up front. And Union is already backing off, at least somewhat. 11th Mississippi left, Midwest, getting their final shots and then leaving. So, leaving before they can get encircled there. Something to note as well, right? There's no sprinting until the 30-minute mark. If the gold timer hits the 10-minute mark or halfway through the counter-attack, then sprinting is allowed. Since the gold timer amount changes based on the defending morale stage, so right, defenders were in battle already, Union early cap then, so it's a 20-minute gold timer. If CSA is in the next stage of engaged, and the Union early caps, it's 12 minutes instead of 20. And so, at that point, instead of it being 10 minutes on the gold timer, it'd be 6 minutes. It's whatever half the gold timer is, essentially. Long TLDR. But 2nd U.S. Cav moved on point, trying to get a cap. Union, or rather retake. Colquitt's, though, shifted up to try to stop it, but I assume there's some more CSA. I mean, you do have the 88th New York guys mixed in here. I assume they're on cap as well, because 2nd U.S. Cav or 88th New York don't individually outnumber CQB, to my understanding. Over on this front, though, 6th New York continue pushing up, and they got a little bit of a close gunfight right now. So CSA still retaking it. Unless Union makes a move to push up, I can assume CSA is just outright going to take it. Generally, the point of an early cap is to try to draw the defenders out of their good defensive positions, to engage them in a more open area. Obviously not really applicable to this map. There's a lot of hill elevation changes, very slight too. Obviously a lot of cover through bushes, which don't block bullets, but they're visual cover. You have trees, you have rocks, defilades. I mean, There's a lot. So that statement of an early cap doesn't really apply to this map. But what does apply is the early cap stops the timer, but everyone's still losing tickets. Now, if CSA, being the defender, was down tickets, and they retook the point while down, they'd regain those tickets and be even with the Union side. But it didn't look like CSA was really down. HL, 14th Louisiana, pushing up the pace on CSA right. AVC and A&V at least focusing on them now. But I mean, just an interesting kind of overlook here. I mean, Union's got a lot more of their forces on the CSA right, but because 11 Mississippi and Midwest pushed so far close to the CSA position, kind of flanking them, CSA sending a good amount of guys their way, so they're providing a good distraction.
Keep pouring it into your left oblique, gentlemen, right in front of us.
And that could be the difficult thing, at least with this event, right, is...
Keep pouring it on!
6 Arkansas is just in the bush. 20th Georgia's kind of getting lit up by 6 Arkansas and 2nd U.S. Cav. CQB is going to go right in there. That's crazy. They're kind of shooting blind 6 Arkansas, but nice couple shots. Same for 2nd U.S. Cav. So Union's starting to cap again, which for this event, early capping makes a lot of sense. The attackers have a lot of rules to hinder how they can play the game, right? No bayonets until, you know, someone hits engaged. No sprinting until the 30-minute mark or halfway through a counterattack. You know, you got to be in double ranks when you're formed up. I mean, it can be really difficult to attack in this event as an attacker. And so you, in a sense, need to give yourself more time. And that just plays into the play style, too, of these European events for the most part. A lot of groups like forming the lines and shooting. That's why they have the rules they do. But this game's meta, in its current state, doesn't really... You know, that's not necessarily the easiest strategy to win a lot of these maps. And so early capping, stopping the black timer, giving yourself more time to sit and shoot out as an attacker is a good thing. You can also charge, which a little bit going on over here. 11 Mississippi is hitting 13th Georgia and IVB. LFL's down in the hill to your right. So a little bit of the bonkenings happening here. And it's kind of a draw. 88th getting close as well. Union is starting to go slightly down on tickets, compared to CSA anyways. So that's got to be good news for CSA. If I were Union, the moment I can get bayonets and sprint, I'm charging non-stop. Causing chaos in a map like this is what you got to do to try to win these things. I mean, because so far this shooting is just not working out for you. Obviously, with the rules and whatnot, you're probably going to be restricted. It's a little less, those rules are a little less impactful on a map like this, just because, you know, if a map is wide open, right, and you have to, if you can't sprint across the field to charge, that's going to really hurt you. The enemy's going to see you. This map, not so much.
Maybe we back up and like kind of head glitch using this death lane behind us.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I mean, here, I'll check with the friendlies first.
Damn, you're dead.
Well, a minute and a half left. I mean, that's the thing, too, is they don't necessarily know down there, but... See, 11 Mississippi and Midwest are pulling a huge amount of the CSA right now. So, very shortly, bayonets and sprinting is going to happen.
Movement to the southwest.
It might even happen at the same time, for all we know. And who's this? 6 New York out there on a flank trying to maybe get around Union side. I mean, the thing with this map is CSA can't fall back much more. Their main spawn right here. Thank you, Skyder for the example. But that's their main spawn, and I mean, they can't push CSA, or CSA can't fall back too much further before they're out here in the open, which Union out of bounds is the snake fence, which is why CSA can feel at least a little comfortable holding this. 6 Alabama pushing this way, right on HL, and 2 Corps flank. The Italians shifting over to help HL.
Waist height, aim low.
Right here at the tree. Right at the tree.
So sprinting is now a go.
Fill him in.
Hey, buddy.
Union could start pushing the pace. You got the Frenchies of 2 Corps starting to shift this way as well.
Yeah, stood right there. Oh shit, there's more of them.
Enemy unit.
There's a few more of them there, indeed.
Get out of here, Alfie. Get out of here.
So we'll see. I mean, the CSA defensive line is really starting to merge into one. I mean, it has been one, but it's a lot more condensed. It's probably the white word. The white word. Wow. Great English here today. But on top of sprinting being allowed, bayonets now allowed since Union is hit engaged. And they need to push the pace. If you're trying to keep a consistent pace for killing the defenders, you need to knock them down to engage the next morale stage for CSA by the 30-minute mark. Again, it can be very difficult to bring them down, but you either got to early cap or charge. There's no in between here. So CQB is starting to push up, getting close to A and V. Well, it looks like they're just going to use that to run up, take some shots, and then pop back. Not too much cover from their position there. Union, though, has a good chunk of guys. Another wave is pushing forward. Union's close on the center. London, Mississippi, and Midwest fell back or got wiped. No down flag marker, though, so I can assume it wasn't a total wipe, if anything. Union might be charging through the bushes here. Let's see, it's 2 Corps guys in HL.
Leave my boys alone! Leave my boys alone! Go!
Kill that flag, boy. Kill that flag, boy. Come here, boy. Where you going, boy?
So Union gets a good charge in there. CQB running, clean up. They get a down CSA flag. CSA may be realizing this. Second US cab, TKO, going to try to come over and assist.
Brace.
We're getting charged.
Follow line.
Turn around and fight.
Gentlemen, charge.
Let's go!
There's an officer.
Charge into the enemy, boys! Charge!
Don't brace.
Union Post, Jesus Christ.
So Union's just running over 80th New York, about to be run over, but you can see what's kind of been slowly happening this whole time. Union push on the CSA right, they've just been outnumbering them, and now that they charge through, CSA got the feet in detail there a little bit.
Hello there, mister. How are you, mister?
How are you? You're doing pretty good.
And Union just didn't stop. Huge props to Union. Jenkins Brigade's going to keep going in. They're going to hit LFL IBB line here. Which Union's outnumbered there, but Union's down a fourth of morale stage. They might keep going in. HL 2 Corps. SB as well.
Attendez-les, les FL. Ne chargez pas les FL. Attendez-les. Attendez-les, il y en a un autre qui arrive. Tiens, hop là, toi, hop là. Reprends un autre. Hop là. On reste ici, on garde la puissance, ça revient.
So Union just got to watch out here. They can charge through like they have, but again, CSA main spawn's right behind. They can run up where these flags are and get them. A and V is going to do that. CQB, better watch out with the flags.
That's not a Rambo, that's an enemy line, Braid.
Clubs if you have to, boys. Clubs if you have to.
This isn't Hoi 4 where you wipe out a group and they don't come back. They do indeed. A and V, though, gets a good charge there. Both 6 Alabama and the rest of A and V, those regiments there. I should just say A and V. That's really a huge wipe. I mean, there's 4 flag markers down right now. I assume that's 3, but, I mean, look at that. Union played phenomenal, right? They played exactly into their advantage. They just charged right through the CSA weak side and punched straight through. But CSA, you know, they spawned back at mate and immediately came back and fought for the position, and Union got caught off guard. I mean, Union's eventually, that push is going to be weakened because they're charging through nearly the whole CSA team. But CSA main spawn is decently close to the fight, and it's going to probably be able to out-respawn those flag spawns that spawn someone in every 5 seconds. So, looks like only 3 flag markers are down, so at least this one should be recoverable.
Yeah, we hear you.
Rip. But the flags that are down, 5-minute despawn timer on that.
Yeah, great job, guys.
So if a Union guy doesn't pick it up while it's down, in 5 minutes they'll despawn. Union can get it back. And so as a result of that whole operation there, I mean, CSA is almost up a half morale stage. They got to be feeling real good. They're doing phenomenal on time, and they've just been winning the ticket engagement. That charge did not help Union as much, maybe, and it would not have helped as much as maybe you would have anticipated. So Union's going to move out again. Not having those flags, we know respawns in the midst of a line, so Union has a couple choices. They can either sit back and shoot it out, which they don't have the time to afford. I wouldn't do that anyways because they lost that initially. Or they can just charge straight through and try to get those tickets, which CSA line is kind of spread out right now. And so if Union just did what they did before, they hit the CSA side and just keep pushing, it could work, but they've got to watch their rear. They can't sit around for too long because CSA will spawn back in and hit them. And CSA's got tickets to burn. ABC, 80th New York, 6th Arkansas, 2nd U.S. Cav. They're going to hold 6th Alabama's going to hold the brunt of this.
Yeah, come on, Rebs, counter us, Rebs, come on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
counter.
my bad, Ricky, my bad.
Guys. Come on, counter.
CTB,
So CSA left might be able to hear the gunfire. Union's got to keep going. CSA's using the down tree as cover. And Union's going to keep moving around to get around CSA's side here.
Pull it back.
Surprised they're just not full sending it in there. HL and SB's got a nice flank. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're Union, there's no reason not to go in here if you want to try to push and be aggressive. We'll explain more in a second. HL, SB on that flank. Colquitt's and 2 Corps of the Italians moving with them. 20th Georgia as well. CSA, though, are starting to shift over. They're just going to go in. And the rest of A and B is going to show up now to reinforce.
Watch the friendlies press.
We're going to get 20th Georgia. Are they going to keep charging Union, though?
On the line. Shoot out.
Holy shoot. Shoot him up.
So Union right now at least has recovered 3 of their 4 flags. More charging in the center. 2 Corps going in on LFL. And that's going to get a Union flag. You saw that running out of picture a moment ago. So good little charge there from Union. 1 flag still down, but that does weaken Union a little bit. Union doesn't have too much more in the field. A and V is going to go in.
Come here, boy. You don't know what's good for you. You don't know what's good, boy. Get out of here. Why are you flag a goal?
It's the scribe. Thank you. I don't know who did that, but thank you.
Brace west.
It's funny, there's some people in chat spamming F now. That's funny. I appreciate it. It's awesome to do this.
Hold your ground.
Watch the flanks, boys. Keep an eye out. Both sides.
Form a line on the west. Form a line on the
they're
west.
also-
Everybody
also
over here.
to
Form a
our
line on the
north.
west.
Parker just messaged me. He's the one who did it.
Keep an eye out.
Let's read some of these in the comment. Don Eagle banned for reporting the truth. Was bro stream sniping? Well, that'd be a nice little way to profit. Just say, hey, you know, I can give you my POV if you $5 a. Well, wait. See, we have a delay on the stream for the members, so that doesn't happen. I said that, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's what we do right now. Except there's a delay on it.
Everyone, but we're gonna do that in this one big club.
Hey, Charlie, stay on Grinch. Come on.
So, Union, anyways, to the point I was going to say at before the charge. The Union side should have just all charged in there. There's really no reason not to. Now, obviously, you're going to take losses, but you're gonna have to take losses to win. You got to spend money to gain money or something. That's whatever that quote is. I'm probably wrong, but you can't shoot it out. You don't have the time. You weren't winning on tickets. Shooting out is not a possibility. So Union all grouped up together and they're pushed in. They're all starting to group up again after that charge kind of fizzled out. But Union should have just full sent right away. If you full send and the whole CSA team is there, oh well, you know, you get a huge melee, you bring them down a lot. I don't know if it'll even the bar, but, you know, you're bringing everyone's tickets down, which is what you kind of need to do at this point, despite the ticket difference. But there's a chance that CSA could not all be together and be spread out, which they were spread out. So if the Union would all just slammed in there right away, they could have defeated CSA in detail and run through. Now, the flags have either despawned or Union got them back throughout the process regardless, which is a good thing. But 6 New York pushed up, 11 Mississippi, countercharging them as they pull out. Is the rest of the Union joining? Yes, they are. That's the big numbers here. And here they go.
Left side, guys. Go around. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going around.
Hold the line! Stab him!
Fuck you, rebel.
Keep throwing. Keep going.
Fuck you, guys.
Keep going.
Fucking way you missed. No way you missed. I'm sorry, bro.
Look at this dude.
So, CSA, it's taken losses as a result. Union's still down at half morale stage. They haven't been able to gain, but they're bringing CSA down. 2 CSA flags are down. Multitude of Union units still holding up. You got a Colquitt's line holding back. They need to get in because Union has all their flags up here. You don't want to lose them like last time.
Flag up, Jimmy. Get the flag up.
So that's a good win on Union's part. But man, the tickets just did not get any closer for them. But I mean, that just, you know, that's just a good hold from CSA there. Even though you get wiped, right? You can lose you can lose any given charge, right? But it can still be considered a win if, you know, you're still up on tickets by a significant amount, like CSA has been, and they still are.
6, their flags are just to the east.
Fais à volonté, messieurs, fais à volonté là sur les drapeaux.
Gauche.
There's a lot more.
Get him.
I'm friendly. Get the flag out here.
They're getting charged. Race, independent fire, spear wall, stay together, shoulder to shoulder. Stay together, hold.
Shoulder to shoulder, let's go.
It makes you wonder why the Union flags are holding so far forward there when most of their line was behind them. CSA trickling in, 6 New York right now, so some AMV. Union's trying to early cap.
Keep holding. We're fine. Keep holding. Bayonets up, guys. Get up here.
Break! Flag, stay together.
Hold it, boys. Hold it.
Never mind, some of the Union in chat were spamming don't cap. CSA still trying to pour in and get Union out.
Tous ceux qui ont la baïonnette, mur de pique, voyage, sur moi, à ma voix, attention à gauche. Allez, on les repousse.
The cavalry's here, boys.
Why you running?
Ignore my doorbell.
Running.
Ignore my doorbell.
America, motherfucker. Oh.
The Union's gonna get thrown back there. They protect all of their flags, but I mean, good on CSA. CSA is, you know, they've had a plan, and at least it appears anyway, is we have this defensive line. We're just not gonna let the Union run up on it, which includes the point. And they keep throwing Union out even when Union get a foothold. So huge props to CSA. I don't know how Jake here blocked or didn't hit all those. I don't know how he wasn't hit. We said all the wrong words there. You can't block shots in this game. I guess you can body block for someone else, but there was someone in the kind of in the middle of the charge who had a very like high. It was like a very scrappy mic, very loud. You couldn't hear anything. It just sounded like TV static. There's a coder guy on, I think it's Instagram where I see it anyways. And the guy is doing coding, like simple coding stuff. He's trying to explain it, but he's like yelling, and it's all just kind of staticky through the. It's hilarious. Oh man, I wish I could remember the guy's name. That stuff was funny.
Savage, I bet you can't shoot it. Why don't you try to shoot it?
So Union's gonna get formed up again, down even more tickets now. Which I mean, CSA won the charge, so you would anticipate them to gain tickets, but it's like when Union charged in, we didn't really see Union gain tickets. So, again, this just that alone, it's huge props to CSA, right? They're having good defense. They're staying in formation, which, of course, we'll see the exact amounts for that after the round is over. But, you know, they're not dying out of line and skirmishing, which can really bring you down, especially in a woods map like this where chaos reigns. So Union's going to go through. Union's still very much in this match. CSA can hit breaking. And Union can capture that point and win. Union just together going in. I like it. So Union punch through the center. CSA trying to get flanking around the side. You got more Union pushing up the right, a little delayed, but that's 6 Alabama hitting the rear. I love this move. You can see Union flags are down. That's really huge. 9th Corps, how they're part of A and V, 2nd U.S. Cav, charging in the rear side of Union as well. I mean, Union punched through, kept their flags in reserves. That's understandable, but 6 Alabama exploited that, wiped them down, and then Union can't get any respawns. That's a huge play. And that Union push that, you know, was looking good to start. Again, a great response from CSA.
I'm lost. I'm going north.
It's like they had a line, and then Union hit the center, and the flanks just pincered in. It's beautiful. You'll see that on auto and share it sometimes as well. But, I mean, look at that charge, though. The ticket differential appears closer. It's deceiving a little bit, though. But CSA is very close to breaking. Union just needs to win a charge on point and sit. Union will be able to recover their flags, though, in the end. Gordon from the 11th Mississippi getting that. And so we'll see what Union does. CSA is going to have to fiercely defend the point. They've been doing fiercely defending their line all night long, but they'll be in a position not of their choosing, which can give the Union an opportunity here to really hit from any angle that they want. Which, we'll see what happens. CSA kind of falling back from the center here a little bit.
Keep going for point, basically.
Hello, gentlemen.
They try to get us a breaking and then cap.
Yeah.
Up and over second.
Aye, let us move.
Sprint to catch up, TK. Come on.
Up the Nova, up the Nova.
Guys, I survived somehow.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I got the flag. I'm ready.
All right, let's go die.
So point is starting to go down to the natural decay. You do have some CSA going forward here. 6 Arkansas.
I'm gonna slowly walk at you, bitch.
Uh-oh. I'll show you a trick.
Keep coming.
You're dead too. Hey, you're dead. Hey, you're dead.
Good
They're just
question.
testing our strength.
He said.
I mean, they do see where you're at from doing that, at least, or the gunfire at least alerts the CSA friendlies, at least where some of the Union is. But briefly zooming out here, Union team looks like they're all just going to thrust forward the center. CSA starting to spread themselves out. Importantly, they have a line on point. 30th North Carolina in front with 20th Georgia, and they're just going to go in. Here we go again.
Fucking 3,
Hold the line.
Which Union more charging on the CSA left. Union's running in between 2 CSA groups, getting shot from at least their flanking side. They're going for flags though, good idea. And that's 2 flags down, 11 Mississippi, nice charge there. Where's the rest of the Union? Still pushing forward. CSA 6 New York hitting the flank. 88th behind.
That's right, it's the cavalry. That's right, it's the cavalry. Who are you? Never. Ow, Nate. Or...
Union on point, starting to cap. CSA flanking charge, winning. Multiple flags down. At least 2 of them are Unions. CQB trying to charge back in. They need to get those flags back up, or CSA main spawns are going to be able to run through this position. I assume it's all Union flags that are down. CSA, LFL, charging in from their position over there. Starting to take the point back. Union's going to hit final push. That's going to drop the clock down to a few minutes left. CSA still have nearly a whole morale stage. And Union's been completely pushed off the field again. And also again, the ticket gap is continually growing in CSA's favor. You know, this was much more of a competitive match than the Westwoods watched last night. CSA was outnumbered by 60, and they managed to win in the end. I mean, that statement in and of itself is true, which is the funnier part about it. For those who don't know, there was I forgot the first map they did last night, which met great memory here, but I don't remember the first map that they did. They wanted to do Smithfield for the second map, and there was issues of the CSA regiment not being able to spawn in at Maine. And so they switched the map to Westwoods, and then a bunch of the CSA regiments left. Now, some people on CSA said, you know, the complaint was made, and then they retracted the complaint about not being able to spawn in, and that they were fine with it. CSA was slightly up on tickets at that time, so they're like, you know, we'll just deal with it. But then the admins changed it. One group left, and people just started leaving from there, and that's how you get a 60-man imbalance. But not important now. Union's full sending, hit final push, clock down to 2.5 minutes. A little charge out here between 6 New York and 2 Corps of the French, although important. A lot bigger of a charge happening in the center as Union dive bombs.
Attacking on the right side, left on the right.
There's a bold CSA flag. Some CSA out there on the flank trying to wrap around, which maybe Union, realizing CSA like the pincher from both sides, sent guys on their flanks to protect them from that. So CSA lost about, you know, a fourth to a third of a stage there. Second Union wave.
Hold your shit together.
Come here.
Fucking David Blaine, because I'm stealing souls.
Well,
Fight these guys, kill these
Who's
flyers.
quick timing? What the hell? Union starting to take the point. CSA almost in last stand. CSA needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0. 30 seconds left. Here comes CSA main spawn waves. Union needs more bodies on point to force an overtime. They still have their flags up. That's going to do it. CSA is going to get a very convincing win on this map. It's crazy that CSA lost almost a whole morale stage there in those last couple of charges. Which, you know, you can see the advantage of why Final Push is so overpowered. But, again, CSA had built themselves nearly a whole morale stage lead throughout the entire match. They won the shootout. They won the charges. You know, they didn't win the charges, but they won on tickets. They kept gaining. And, you know, that's the crazy part. They had a whole morale stage lead, and they almost hit last stand. Like, if the ending went the same exact way and CSA had like half a morale stage through breaking when those charges started, I don't know if they would have won it. But CSA just played such a great round. I mean, look at the out of lines of CSA. Barely any. I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through the match. Less than 23 now. Okay, it's going to go up as the charges kind of go on, but you get the point. Limiting out-of-line deaths, which this event plays into that with the double ranks and trying to stick together, are huge, but just really well played by CSA. We'll see you all shortly for round 2. And here we are with the start of our second round. The Piper Farm. Server pop right now is currently 315. CSA up by 9. Artillery, both sides have it this round, and it looks like Union is taking 13, CSA taking 15. Infantry and bounce is going to be 6 in favor of the CSA side. Two things to note is that the teams we saw last round, they swapped sides. So Union last round now on CSA, CSA last round on Union. This is to allow both sides to attack at least once. And then on top of that, the 2nd U.S. Cav helped with balancing. They stayed over on the CSA side, I am pretty sure. Let's just verify. It looks like they are, so appreciate their help with balancing. And so, with that all being said, the Piper Farm, it is a 25% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. Rules still apply that we saw at the beginning of the last round. They couldn't move out until the 42-minute mark. On top of that, no bayonets until someone hits engaged, and no sprinting until the 30-minute mark. Now, Union weaponry on this map, they have the 7th Maine with the Enfield and the 20th New York with the Mississippi. CSA Defense have the 8th Alabama with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 55. They also have the 8th Florida with the option of the Enfield, Springfield 55 as well, but they also have the choice of the Springfield 42s, so the buck and ball. Union pushing up the CSA right side. This is what Union traditionally does, except they charge, but I don't know if they'll charge. And already, the close range shooting has begun. Union not waiting for anything. 6 Alabama and 6 New York. The 6s, the 6-7s have pushed up with 9th Corps. 67 days until 2026, by the way. A&V, 88th New York in the center, pushing up that way. Union holding back on this side. You got IVB, 13th Georgia, and LFL. CSA countering that on the other side. You got the 11th Mississippi, 30th North Carolina in the center. Colquitt's and HL taking a beating on the CSA right. They're going to reposition, tactically redeploy here. You got some 2-Corps guys as well. CSA have guys on the left side of the map. 20th Georgia's turning their attention that way, along with the Gunners. Midwest has shifted guys over from the left to the right side. HL is on the left side with the 2nd U.S. Cav and 2-Corps. The French Union have TKO and 6 Arkansas over here. So CSA spread themselves across the whole width of the map. You don't know where the attackers are going to go, so you need to position yourself so they can't flank you. Union, at least years ago, would always have pushed on this side. They would get up on that stone wall and then charge the CSA out, who like to hold within this little area here. CSA, though, has started to spread out a little more because they have a defilade. That's where both sides are holding on this shootout. This hill kind of crests right here, and Union's position themselves on at least their side, their defilade, CSA on their side. So it's kind of a nice defilade, so CSA's kind of spread themselves out. But Union's also changed their attack strategy. Union likes to go down on that side of the map, get on the stone wall, and then collapse in from that side. But as we see, Union going for that traditional approach, working out very well so far. Already up a little bit on tickets, which it looks like they are capping. I don't know if this is intentional or not. I mean, LFL guys are holding on the point, which, you know, has got to be a little unfortunate if you're Union. You're up a fourth of a morale stage, and you early capped, which maybe Union's like, you know, who cares if we're even with the CSA, right? Which could be true. If you're an attacker, if you're even on tickets with the defender, you're doing perfectly fine. So it's not the worst thing, but obviously you would prefer to be up on tickets if possible. CSA redeploying on this side. Colquitt's going back to their original position with the 11th Mississippi, trying to get flanking shots on Union. Union kind of adjusting. They have at least some artillery and caissons to defend themselves. But I mean, Union with this early cap could be trying to just draw the CSA out. Union's put themselves in a nice spot. They've been winning the shootout so far, and that would continue if anything. So Colquitt's along Mississippi, trying to throw them out, get up on the caissons, trees themselves. Very easy shots.
Why are they right there?
Because they're stupid.
They just whipped you guys.
Easy shots.
Independent fire, 88.
I mean, Union's getting hit here as well, but again, the tickets. That is what matters. And right now, CSA's down by a lot. But obviously, if they retake point, they regain. More CSA reinforcements moving up towards the top right side of your stream. Love Mississippi's getting out a little more to a flank.
Fill up the gaps.
And Union's now starting to be outshot in this position. I mean, look at the bodies.
Hey, move that flag slightly back. Move that flag slightly back. God damn.
Man, this is just cinematic here. Wow. Could very well be the thumbnail. We'll see.
Right here.
If you ever wonder why the screen will sometimes just stop for like a frame, that's when I take a screenshot. Holy. So, Union is not on point. CSA is not really trying to retake, which generally when you're trying to retake, especially when you're down on tickets, like the CSA is, you want to retake as quickly as possible. Because one, as a defender, you want that black timer to go to 0. It's not ticking down right now. On top of that, too, you want to regain up to as many tickets as possible. Like if CSA retook right now, they would be up to where Union's at, and they would have about 2/3 of a morale stage left in battle ready. But the thing is, the longer the counterattack goes, Union's losing more and more tickets, which means CSA won't be able to go as high as they would probably want to. And so, there's just a few reasons there why you want to retake as quickly as you can. But you got IVB still holding up here, taking some shots. CSA's taking the ground back. But, I mean, regardless of how this ends, even though Union... I assume CSA is going to retake because Union at least fell back. I don't know why CSA is not pushing up on the point. I mean, you still have a Union group here. They're not on point. You see the natural decay. That's LFL. They're starting to get shot up. You got 13th Georgia here as well. But regardless of how this ends, Union's gonna essentially have knocked CSA down 1/3 of a morale stage, or really, you know, almost a half morale stage down, without the black timer ticking down at all. And that's a huge thing if you're Union. That's got to feel good. And I mean, you've had a great start, so even though CSA is going to regain some tickets, now assuming what just happened continues onward, you got to feel good about Union's chances this round. But obviously, plenty of time left. Different things could happen. CSA is going to retake. Black timer will continue. And CSA is going to regain about 1/4 of a morale stage. Union pushing up left side again. Not a whole lot, though. A and V sending their guys. And so they will retake.
Look at towards the point.
Really?
Alright, Dragon, we ready to go again? We got enough guys here? What are we doing?
Let's go! Up and over 9! Up and over! Let's go!
Nice Artie shot.
Flag
88.
Which, speaking of that Artie, you got Union Artie out there in the distance on roulette lane, some over there as well. CSA Artie, they got it baked in with their line here as we were seeing earlier, and they got a battery over there as well. You can see they've shifted those guns to the center.
And fall back, fall back.
Move back.
So Union's looking to repeat what they did a moment ago. Can't blame them.
Fletcher right in front, pushing up, big line.
Get your loads. Stand on top of Caisson.
No, no.
Today is his last day.
JFK.
I shall crouch on top of Caisson.
Today is his
What the heck?
Looks like to me he fell in between the wheel and
Yeah,
the
you're
case
not on
on.
top of it, damn.
Check.
On my screen, I am on top of it.
Actually, that is a very
Checks
good
already,
position.
CQV.
Is that a?
Maybe.
Advance.
Is this a good spot to be in?
Line.
Because if it shows on our screen that he is in that, can someone hit him? Oh, there's Artie. I just knocked out.
Pretty good.
A shot went through where it should have hit him, but it didn't. That must be an overpowered little cheat then. Yeah. Unless on his screen he's still in there, but maybe he's finishing the load. That's funny.
Is it Pyro? Yeah, I think it might be Pyro.
And the Artie just raped that line to the one off with as well.
Our Artie is dedicated to also reducing our line size.
I was trying to. Anyway.
Look at that. That's awesome. Union's pushing up again. And both sides just getting right on their sides of the defilade and firing in. It's important to try to be as far back in your defilade as possible. There's another good Artie shot from Union.
Keep it together, lads. Same shoot. We can win.
And just like that, I mean, Union's up on tickets again. LFL still holding in the center. Union's taking the Stonewall more because CSA is just kind of giving up the Stonewall position. But Union doing really good on the shootout. Mississippi's are made for these type of shootouts. They're more accurate than the other rifles that you're given in the game. When all the rifles got a minimum bullet spread decrease of 60%. Oh my. You got it.
3 facts on the left.
Heck yeah. Love when mics do that. That's beautiful. But Mississippi's got a decrease. It was 70 or 80%. I don't remember. I can look. LFL's on the cap again. They should not cap. Union could be up by like a fourth to a half of a morale stage right now if they didn't early cap. With, again, right, it obviously depends on the circumstance, but it sometimes is not worth it to early cap. I mean, the rate of tickets that Union is forcing CSA to lose is quite impressive. So maybe the original game plan was to early cap. Could very well be, but if you're knocking CSA down really fast, especially for this event, which Union's done, there is, at least in my opinion, no need to early cap, right? If you're doing good enough on damage, no need to do it. But I want to look at the update for the Mississippis. How long ago was that?
Left to Blake,
March 13th. Oh, that's a few months ago.
Doggy's back! Fall back! Fall back! Fall back! Fall back! CKB!
Sorry, Mississippi's got a 60%. I don't know why. It's the Sharps that got a 70% and the Whitworth that got a 90%. So Union's getting shot off as 11 Mississippi pushes kind of far out. Union already almost hitting that. It actually is... You know, it was really funny when they dropped this patch notes. All the bullets were 100% accuracy. They just removed bullet spread altogether, which was kind of funny, especially for people who had scopes. They just insta-shot it. But CSA's moved back up onto the cap. A little quicker this time. And so, bayonets are for sure allowed at this point. Sprinting still not. And, I mean, I get why Union, at least on this side, fell back. Maybe Union was getting peppered up on this side, but when you early cap, you generally want to try to hold it as long as you can. Looks like sprinting is allowed now as well. Which, maybe because the gold... I actually don't know why gold sprinting's allowed at this point. But, you know, that's what the server announcement said, and that's what we ride with. 20th Georgia's pushing up.
Oh shit! Yes, it is. LFL à ma droite et feu à volonté.
Didn't understand any of those orders except for the when he died. That was I love it.
Come up here and die. Come up here and die.
20th Georgia, you know, I don't generally like this move because they're a tiny group going up here and doing this, but they are just not being shot by Union here. I'm confused.
Hey, gentlemen, as soon as we take more casualties, or just in case I'm gonna...
How are they not dying there? 13th IVB and 9th Corps are just disregarding 20th, which, you know, you'll take it. NYV's pushing up, rather 6 New York. Where are they going? Are they just charging? Why are they charging with like 10 of them? Oh, here they come. Maybe they're just trying to bait CSA shots, so it looks like the rest of them might be moving up.
Not okay. Hold your ground, boys.
Looks like Quanto Raiders are swapping from CSA to Union to help with balance. Which, I mean, CSA, sorry for the jump scare transition. If I swap the scenes too fast, the stinger doesn't play. Don't know why, but oh well. But yeah, it's a 14-man inbounds, which, you know, it's 15, and is that too much to overcome? Which, for Union being down that many guys and so far playing a good match, you know, it's impressive. And the few numbers bounce should help them out a little more as well. Union, though, is slightly down on tickets. I mean, that is the... You know, it can't... What is CSA now doing? Oh. It's the Raiders. They're trying to die so they can swap. What a shot by Gareth there. Hit the last guy. So... That can be the unfortunate thing that can happen, though, if you early cap too much. Again, it depends on the circumstance, but in this circumstance where Union is getting ticket leads and then early capping and losing those ticket leads, you know, CSA can kind of find a way. It's possible they could find a way to reposition themselves, adjust how they're playing to try to find a way to get a ticket lead on the Union. And I mean, you're giving CSA a couple of extra chances doing it. So far hasn't, you know, hurt them. But what we've seen so far is the start of the match, Union was able to take a good lead in tickets. Early cap happened, CSA regained. Union then knocked CSA down, not as much as before. So CSA adjustments were starting to make that ticket gap that CSA was down on smaller and smaller and smaller. And so we'll see how the next engagement goes, but... It's kind of contradictory, because last round I was saying, you know, you got to charge or give yourself more time by early capping, which Union's done this time, but last round, Union was losing in the shootout as an attacker. This round, Union was winning by a good amount as the attacker. So, again, it all circumstantial.
That wasn't me playing mid.
Check.
Check.
Right face.
Can you play music?
And double click mark.
Right face, double quick.
Right
Right
face.
face, double quick.
Company. Hold, for fuck's sake.
Hold here, hold here, hold here.
And so most of the Union team's still on that stone wall. I mean, a couple skirmishes happening over here, nothing too crazy. I mean, the SP gunners are definitely focused on them, which, I mean, good on these Union guys, TKO and 6 Arkansas, distracting the 2 gunners. I mean, these CSA gunners, imagine if they just turned their guns this way and faced inside. I mean, they could really help out their infantry. But instead, they're firing over this way at these guys, which is not the best use of arty, in my opinion. But, I mean, regardless of how it's gone, Union, you know, they've been decently aggressive, getting up close, not charging, but they're getting close engagements, which is causing people to lose tickets like crazy. And they have early capped the CSA a couple times to give themselves more time. So, Union's moving out again, 13th Georgia and 9th Corps in front. Union not necessarily going up and over, instead running through. Oh, maybe not. LFL's going up and over. NYB is continuing to go down at being 6 New York. They're not going on point this time, which makes me think that it was a part of their plan to early cap. So Union, at least on that side, running up, popping shots and going down. NYB's pushing in the center.
What's the worst that could happen? We all die? Ha! Impossible. We're President Lincoln's army. We can't.
Only one on flag.
Take the gun! Turn the gun! Turn the gun!
Kurwa! Start shooting. Get in the...
Left face! Left face!
Oh, Rambo!
So NYB could lose a flag here. They gotta watch out.
That's going in a fucking...
charge!
Charge.
Charge it up, boys.
Some more Union reinforcements. A and V's going out, but very strung out.
You're alright.
And this little push up by Union.
Let's go.
So CSA is going to hold that just to confirm. The server just said to clarify, sprinting has been allowed since the recap gold timer reached halfway. Be sure to watch the server announcements Bayos as well, of course, as we are at engaged. I don't know if I ever saw the timer go halfway, because we had a battle ready cap and then an engaged cap, which it may be when the engaged cap happened. Or maybe it's just 10 minutes, I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm just... Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. I guess it's just a little confusing. So, Union very slightly up on tickets, again, despite all this. They're gonna early cap again. Which, I mean, after what we saw last round and just the basis of the event, I can't blame them. But, I mean, when you start counting up all these early caps, it really is starting to add up on tickets. I mean, Union could be up by a third to a half from morale stage right now. 2nd U.S. Cap, 30th North Carolina, instantly moving down to the point. I like the response from them. I mean, if Union's going to early cap point and then just run off, yeah, you should just retake it right away. I mean, you're getting free tickets from this. So I don't get the play by Union here. HL and 2 Corps. Italians shifting up there as well. They're going to help. 20th Georgia is going in for a flank with SR.
You know this fetch fire at will.
Howdy, feller.
How you doing, partner?
Back up from the fence. Back up.
Hey, got the flag up.
That ain't us. That ain't us. Calling us dipshits, dude, that's not nice at all.
I got him.
Yeah, that's not.
Honestly, if I were Union here, I would have waited for CSA to retake and then shoot down 20th Georgia there. Uh-oh.
buddy. That's so messed up.
Get out of here.
Only one there, and you're dead.
Ah, dummy.
And it's because, right, CSA just regained some tickets and matched Union. You killed the 20th Georgia guys, and then they just regained those tickets instantly. It's a minor thing, right? Very minor, but it's similar idea with artillery, right? Like, Union already should hold their shots until CSA retakes and then fire. So, well, the Mississippi, though, kind of doing what 20th Georgia did, except going much more out to keep distance. And, I mean, they got perfect flanking position here on the Union lines.
Oh, I saw Gloucester fall. That was painful.
But both sides soon to drop into taking losses. CSA probably going to drop first.
Boys, I want to see Yankee blood. Totally Yankee death.
Totally Yankee death.
Totally Yankee annihilation. Yeah.
I mean, TKO and 6 Arkansas are going to get nice shots at them. That'd be funny if a team kill happened.
AV, this way, let's go.
TKO or 6 Arkansas guy hit this. I mean, if you're Union, right, you could try to go up and do what you've been doing earlier, which you do see some Union, or you could try to push out 11 Mississippi. But 11 Mississippi, you would assume the moment Union try to charge them out would just retreat. Which, I don't know why... I mean, nothing's kind of worked for CSA, so I guess trying to move out here and seeing if this can help you out is not a terrible idea. You are putting yourselves out on a real far spot, though. So, we'll see what Union does, but they have plenty of time. That's something they do have, and that we do know.
Kill or be killed.
Imagine if you could build defenses from the zombie mode here. That'd be kind of funny. You just start putting palisade walls across the whole length of the map. That'd be something. CSA pushing up down the stone wall, trying to stop this harassed fourth. 11 Mississippi has pulled off. This is HL. Union actually first to drop into taking losses.
Stick to the wall. Stick to the wall.
Hello, flag.
Oh, jump over, jump over, jump over.
Up and over.
Okay.
And so if I'm Union, again, outside the early caps, I think they just keep doing what they do.
Corn pickers.
Whoa. Sounded... The way that was said. There was some emotion behind that. Nothing inherently wrong. There. There's some passion. Maybe passion's not the right word with that. Intensity. So, Union's pushing up the early cap again. LFL is going in. The rest of the Union is, or at least 80th New York. Just NYV and 9th Corps pushing up, hitting CSA right. Angle got hit by artillery. Man, the thing... I think HD is artillery guys here, yeah. Getting hit by the very thing they love. 2nd U.S. Cav over here as well. Trying to help. You got some more Union pushing up center. Union don't actually get an early cap. 6 Alabama's pushing in. 2nd U.S. Actually, that's the 30 North Carolina shifting across. Mississippi's are not great for melee, by the way. They're shorter length than the rifles. And, I mean, for the most part, this round's kind of just been a shootout. That could be why it's helping out the CSA side here. Union's moving through cap. LFL again. I don't know if they intend to cap. You know, at this point, right, tickets are fairly even, so an early cap doesn't hurt you.
Il nous regarde le canon, hein?
Je la ennemi en sud qui arrive.
On cap. Il va tirer le canon, hein? Regarde, ils sont
Pas tiré. Attention au rapport.
Bouh, le mauvais, bouh.
Freedom.
Bouh. Oh, il y a une grosse ligne là-bas, sud-ouest.
Ouais, il y a
Anyways, charging. Well, Mississippi. So, that was just fascinating to listen to. It's always fascinating to listen to non-English languages. especially the French. So the French will early cap again. Union's still up on, they're back up to being slightly up on tickets. Wow, we said up a lot there. But 7-minute counterattack since CSA's and taking losses now. Union holds for 6.5 more minutes at this point. They'll outright win the game. Something interesting to note, Union is considered the defending team, right? They're defending the point. That means they can hit last stand. If CSA forces them into that and retakes, they could win.
Heck yeah, we'll drive them out of the orchard and then we'll curve it left for corner.
Yeah, I know. We're going with you.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was literally the best charge ever.
The greatest. They said, don't fight uphill, me boys. And that's what the CSA is about to do. At least 11 Mississippi and 30th North Carolina talking there to go through the orchard and heard that. Again, good idea to strategize there. And Union actually is, for the most part, just falling back. They're just falling back completely. And they are turning right back around. They're on the pacer test right now. I don't know if it's just memory. It's maybe, I don't know if it's sad to remember the pacer test intro. The Graham Fitness Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Something, something, something. You start running when sound is made, like a boogong or something like that. And then you start running, and then the music plays to try to make you happy while you're running. Which, you know, if you find enjoyment out of running as an exercise, props to you. I cannot. Although, it probably helps with your stamina a good amount. I've only trained once. Or trained, like, with running, at least in my adult life.
Yikes.
And that was for a big parade for marching band.
That was not good.
The Rose Bowl parade. It ended up being a good thing to train for that. Because my goodness, I did symbols for that parade and it was very tiring. Well worth it. And then our football team won the game after the fact. So, CSA is going to retake. They're going to regain only a slight amount of tickets here. Not a significant amount. Oh, never mind. Union stopped the cap. 13th Georgia wanting to stop the cap. Never mind. They don't. It happens anyways. So CSA will regain some tickets there. Well, the Mississippi's going out again. CSA is, you know, you got 6 Arkansas here getting flanking shots on them. I don't know if they necessarily realize or care.
I wonder what they're doing with that corn.
It's a little bit of a corn hop right there.
I wonder where they're putting that corn when they pick it.
But Union starting to push out again. LFL is getting aggressive on 11 Mississippi. Looks like you got 6 New York and some 6 Alabama guys pushing up center. And again, half morale stage till CSH break, and then Union can cap and instantly win.
6 New York, shoot this unit to the southwest.
Southwest.
So they're going to start bringing guys down. LFL, I presume. It's a mix. Missed that, but A&V, IVB is going to clean up the rest of A&V here. I assume LFL went in as well, but that's going to be a nice little wipe to bring everyone's tickets down. CSA has completely abandoned the orchard here for the stone wall.
We're losing this wall.
That's true, the wall's gone.
Crouch to reload. You heard the man.
Just wait for artillery to be able to break trees. Although I don't know if an artillery shot hitting a tree would necessarily knock it down. Like the shot might like hit the tree and then either stay put or like go through it. I don't know if you could knock down a tree. Next time on War of Rights. Oh my! Something exploded and splattered out.
Rise up. Rise up. Pick your targets. Fire. Crouch to load.
So CSA, at least the 2nd U.S. Cav guys using the caissons, at least as a bit of cover on point to try to make sure it's capped. Union's on it again. Union should really not early cap here. Just wait to hit him to breaking. Now, the situation I talked about earlier where the CSA, you know, when Union early caps, they're considered a defender, right? If CSA pushes the Union into last stand and retakes point, they could win. Now, you don't normally see that in the Euro events, from what I've noticed. It's especially difficult to do when none of the officers have a Steam chat, just because if you're trying to, you have to communicate with your whole team to constantly push the Union nonstop. That's what you got to do, and that's not easy to do unless it's something you plan beforehand, or yeah, or you just have great communication on the field. But IVB, A, and V is on the edge of that cap right now. CSA, realizing that Union's pre-capping and could just outright cap it once they hit breaking, is starting to shift out. That being 11 Mississippi, they're getting completely kind of shot up here, though. Union shifting. 11 Mississippi on point. Going to stop on the straight fence to take some shots. Union's retreating kind of far, maybe trying to go around to the stone wall to get flanked. HL is shifted up as well to help the 11th Mississippi. 20th Georgia moving over as well. Union still has firm control. Their own artillery almost hitting them. And Union, at least on this side, gets on the stone wall. IVB getting on that flank. Meanwhile, CSA starting to push back up into the orchard, get around Union's side. That's Colquitt's initially. Hitting on 13th Georgia and 6th New York's flank. CSA hits breaking, so if Union captures point, they win. They might full send this. CSA pushing into where IVB was at to try to wipe him down. But Union doesn't look like in too much of a position to try and cap. 30th North Carolina's run around the side to continue that Colquitt's flank. They've got nice shots. Union, though, starting to push onto point. A couple 6 Alabama guys doing so. 11 Mississippi is being thrown out by A&V and IVB guys. Again, CSA can contest this really easily. There's not a whole lot of Union there. Union got flanked hard up top, and Union at least got pulled off with a capping position just to shift from where 11 Mississippi, HL, and 20th Georgia were pushing up on. Nice shot from Spoon there. Union drops to breaking as well. But CSA is now full sending the point. Again, right, we're still playing a match even though Union can cap and win on that point. CSA could try to find a way to get a ticket lead out of this. They're not trying to just sit in the open and get drained on tickets. Now, Union can play this a couple ways. They can do what they've been doing this whole round if they want. That's been working. Union can also send a couple guys up to start pre-capping the point, forcing CSA over the crest of the hill, and Union will get great shots on them from the stone wall. So that's probably the most advisable way for Union to play this, especially with 17 minutes left on the clock. I like that CSA, whether it be 2nd U.S. Cav or the Midwest guys here, I like that they're on point capping. They're making it difficult for Union to just send a couple guys up and cap it.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do. Left face, break your lows, double
But Union just probably, you know, Union has plenty of time, so they could afford to, you know, sit around, shoot it out, reform, figure out what they want to do.
Stay dug in, keep firing.
Independent fire 13.
They're gonna come up the your break point over here.
Alright, gentlemen,
And I mean, even now, the shootout is favoring Union here. Got it over here. Well, My Union guy just disappeared. Don't know what happened to him, or just the flag markers were lying. So, I mean, I can understand if CSA keeps a couple guys up here. I mean, if CSA turtles, like, if they just hide back, the Union side will assume CSA is just hiding and then go up and over. I mean, some of the CSA is holding back here, trying to hide. And it looks like Doug has to go. And so Jam from Colquitt's Brigade will be sharing his POV with us for the CSA side. Appreciate the help here with that.
Yes, le relou.
And so, yeah, I mean, CSA's in a no-win situation right now. They're starting to hide back a little more of their guys. Again, to somewhat try to preserve tickets. And I mean, this should be a Union win at this point. I mean, the issue is CSA in this shootout where they're hiding a good chunk of guys, they're just not winning. And so Union's just going to be either full send and cap point, or just send a group up to early cap, draw them out, and then go in. Which, it's 13th and IVB doing that. LFL is quick timing up.
Allez, on avance, on avance, on avance, on avance. Tant pis, ils vont prendre leur place, t'inquiète.
Pardon.
Which, this is just going to force CSA out to where they don't want to be.
These boys don't even know who their cousins are.
À droite des alliés, allumez-les. À droite des alliés, allumez-les. Allez, tout de suite. Allez, direction nord-est. Sprint, au sprint. Ligne à ma droite. Sur l'ennemi en droite. À droite.
So CSA go back out to hold the point, but it's almost a half morale stage difference. I mean, again, we take away all the early caps. Union's probably up by almost a morale stage, if not a morale stage. HL's charging down. Whoa.
Where you going, bitch?
I don't know why they're charging all the way. I mean, again, they've pretty much lost the match at this point. Unless Unions sell, which... I don't know these end CSAR, you can't go. Gotta love these moments.
Attends, c'est la bagarre là, il y a des mecs devant le muret.
Do fence dance, do fence dance.
Union charging over here at CSA Arty, that's ANV. Nice couple shots there at the end. Union flag's gonna get out. But I mean, just look at the tickets. It's over, pretty much. I mean, Union just completely out shooting CSA. I mean, they have a 25% roughly ticket advantage, but I mean, Union played as a team. They stuck together. They did everything together, and it paid off. And I mean, the scoreboard does not indicate. I mean, the lead that Union has, it's not even close. And the current result, based on how big of a lead Union's got, considering all the early caps, Union has had a much bigger lead than what it shows. And I mean, Union just played this whole game together. CSA, I mean,
Keep shooting, boys. Keep shooting.
The problem for them was that they have their line across, you know, almost the entire width of the map, and Union just kept hitting one of the flanks and shooting in and wiping this side. And CSA center, at least from what I saw, didn't really move over to assist. I mean, CSA center could have tried to come over here and then just completely flank, but I know Union had a large line, which kind of made it difficult for the CSA side to do that if they'd wanted to. But Union had a plan. They stuck to it. They're doing very well. 6 Arkansas and the Raiders getting up in CSA Arty.
Stay here, stay here, stay here. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Shoot! Alright, fuck you.
Come over here, yeah. Come over here, yeah.
Fuck you, George Washington. Colony wants his cannon back.
Lincolnites.
This is Southern Country, boy.
And they see a flag they want, and multiple CSA groups charging this out.
Run! We're distracting you. We're too toxic.
Run it, Han! Run straight, run straight! No, fence, run through the fence.
Good job on TKO here at 6 Arkansas, guys, to get the flag out. That's, I'm sure Union's going to appreciate that. Most Union still sitting back, getting the shoot up half morale stage, about to hit CSA down to their final stage of last stand, which means no more spawns.
We'll bait, but
You want just 1 minute go on the points?
yeah, just 1 unit, so it'll be us.
Ah, ok, I passe the message of my officer, ok. En fait, ils veulent, si on est notre unité juste pour push, en fait, c'est pour les baits.
Oh, somebody else is
C'est pour ça.
Ok, allez, halte au feu. Ouais. C'est encore aux Français de faire le boulot.
Allez,
On est là pour ça.
La bagarre.
On passe avec moi.
Allez, tout le monde, par-dessus!
And looks like LFL is going to start moving up again onto that cap. CSA is, at least it looked like there was maybe a guy or so on it. But LFL is going to be able to outnumber that, force CSA out. That's going to hit in the last stand.
Formé à droite, double ligne.
Et feu à volonté, direction sud.
Allez, on est les vaillants, nous.
Sud.
Allez, feu à volonté, messieurs, sud.
Ah, ils sont presque en stand.
Oh!
Un coup de canon, ça fait défoncer le cul.
What a canister shot. 13th Georgia's pushing up as well. They're going a little further forward. Another canister shot. CSA are going to have to make a move. Union playing this exactly how you'd want them to. Apparently you can cap right here. These point cap boundaries are very weird.
Send a big applause, boys.
But they hit last stand, no more spawns.
Gentlemen, it was an honor serving with you. Can I kill myself?
Yes, if you want to.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it was nice living with you boys.
Love you. See angle.
A little bit of charging going on over here. HL, 9th Corps.
Have a chance, I'm sorry.
Ooh, one left. Oh! CSA charging in. I mean, CSA's only chance is to get Union down the final push and have that clock click to 0. Probably not going to happen, though. 11 Mississippi, 20th Georgia trying to push the pace.
That's a Yankee.
Oh, allez, messieurs, chargez.
You got bumped by A and B, you son of a bitch! A and B,
You dick suckers. Go suck some more penis.
Allez, l'officier, c'est pour Bibi.
So Union gets eventually a few wins. 6 Arkansas, Raiders, TKO pushing up. Getting the CSA artillerymen. Union mass pushing up. CQB, 30 North Carolina. Trying to hold the line. Basically last to the CSA. And Union's pushed 3 points.
Shoot him down, come on.
That one behind the tree, please.
Polkwitz is going to go.
Left up leg, shoot him, boys!
They're just not acknowledging.
Aim low, shoot him in the Shoot him, boys!
Meanwhile, CSA opposite side trying to hold on point. 2nd U.S. Cavs being charged up by ANV. Union's going to hit final push.
Et bonjour, Goku, bonjour!
Tu es mort.
And Union starting to take it. 30th and Colquitt's what's left of them going to charge in. Last desperate hold. They're going to hit Union the final push though, surely.
getting
Become
enemies.
red pilled. Become red pilled.
I need my.
Become red pilled.
They will. But they will not win the game. Really well fought round here by both sides. Union controlled this match from the start to the finish. CS, it looked close only because Union kept early capping the point, which you can't blame them in this event for wanting to do that. But if you're up by a good amount of tickets like you were with Union, you don't want to give CSA a chance to put themselves back in the match. But again, Union dominated the whole time. So in the end, it did not matter. Really well fought round from them. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hype the video as well. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video and hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and daily clips channel in the description as well. All this is in the description, by the way. Who would have thought? But if you're playing in this match too, recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link. I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. Anyways, I appreciate you guys a lot. It means the world to do this every weekend and Wednesday for you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night. God bless.